Google unveiling a new AI chip today. Amazon's on the verge of a new all-time high. Deirdre, Bosa, Kate Rooney following both of those stories. Dee, we're going to start with you with this Alphabet news today.
So, Scott, it all comes down to compute power, costs, and scarcity. Google is on both sides of this Gen AI race. The company itself is developing models and applications, but as a cloud provider, one of the hyperscalers, it also needs to provide compute power to its cloud customers. So AI resources, of which high-end chips are critical, has to be rationed in some way or another, or Google needs to bring in-house custom silicon to reduce reliance on outside vendors like an NVIDIA. So that's exactly what Google and its mega-cap rivals, by the way, are all doing. Axion is Google's latest expansion into custom chips, which the company says is capable of a range of tasks, from powering Google's search engine to AI-related work. Now, the success of Google's custom chips, it's been at this for some time. So far, it's been mixed. Gen AI darlings like Character.ai and Anthropic, they have used Google TPUs. That's another custom silicon. But Google doesn't provide that full hardware-software stack that NVIDIA, for example, has built and which has helped it retain its dominance. Finally, Scott, there's one chart that I do want to leave you with. Building the right AI infrastructure is not cheap. This is how Alphabet's CapEx has increased over the last few years as it upgrades cloud infrastructure for Gen AI. And part of that is building these custom in-house chips.
Perfect setup for us, Dee. Appreciate that, Deirdre Bosa. We're going to get to Kate Rooney in a moment, but let's trade this, guys, because you know what the best performing mega cap tech stock is over the last month, Joe T?
Alphabet.
It's Alphabet, and by a mile.
Alphabet.
By a mile. It's up 16% over the last month.
Look, I began the show talking about the AI underperformance from NVIDIA and some of the other names, but what has been remarkable, and I think it speaks to the resiliency and the need to look past a 20 basis point rise in 10 yields over the last 10 weeks, or a rise in crude oil, and to Stephanie's point, the strength of earnings. It speaks to the resilience where you have the ability when one area of mega caps like NVIDIA underperforms, here comes Alphabet, here comes Amazon, here comes Meta, leading the charge higher. And I fail to believe that we are at an inflection point in a market when even if it is NVIDIA and the semis that'll struggle, you have these other names that are making new highs. That has never been indicative of an environment where you have a dramatic inflection point and markets roll over.
I mean, Josh, the stock price action in Alphabet doesn't match what the narrative has certainly turned into. Today, the price target gets raised to 170 from 165 at Cowen on, quote, expect reacceleration at YouTube and the cloud. So this is a significant day, perhaps, for what Alphabet hopes to do in the near future.
It's a really great point you make, Judge. The narrative and the stock price do not agree. So I guess I would respond to that by saying, number one, so how do we feel about narratives when we're investing? You know, I'm not a big fan. I prefer price action, quite frankly, and then I'll find the narrative that makes the most sense to explain it, rather than here's my narrative, the share price better agree with me or else. Okay, so that's where I am with the story.
Look, let me give you the narrative if you'd like it. It's actually a great narrative. The stock is incredibly cheap relative to the others, trades at 21 times. It's had a 20% month. They've got the second largest large language model, the second largest cloud platform, the largest search business, and they're developing their own chips right now, their own generative AI chips, which their language model was initially slow, but progress is being made. You can see it. And you have NVIDIA, which has an 80% share. That is tough to maintain in an environment where one of your largest customers is trying to compete with you.
Sure, but you know what the narrative was, is that they missed the boat. The reason I suggested the stock price and the narrative not matching up is because the narrative has been largely negative. The stock performance has been largely positive. Right, Josh?
In the last month.
Rob's long.
Even longer than that.
Look, the narrative, and by the way, Brad Gerstner, I think, did a really good job laying out the risks of Alphabet and why he no longer wanted to be invested in it in the new AI era. I think he made a very solid point, which is that even if Alphabet is competitive in a land of generative AI, they ain't going to own the whole thing the way they did with search. And so if you follow that logic, if large language models are the new search engine, quite frankly, Google ain't going to be Google anymore. I think that's a reasonable take on why to be cautious on the name. But to Rob's point, that's okay because the stock was inexpensive relative to the fundamentals today and is not inherently at risk of some sort of massive disruption. It takes a really long time for us to figure out who's really going to be the long-term winner in AGI. There's just no way to know for sure. Right? We know the players.
Better performing stock over the last 12 months, Alphabet or Microsoft, identical. And 45% each.
And more recent.
If I asked you that, if I asked a lot of people that question, I'd say, who's performed better over the last 12 months, Microsoft or Alphabet? I bet you the majority would say, well, of course, Microsoft.
Absolutely.
Not the case.
And without question, from my perspective, and the ownership that we have of Alphabet is related to price, and it's related to momentum. And to me, that's been the strongest factor recently. I understand the fundamental argument that you're making. I understand the valuation argument, the AI inclusion, all of that. But there were questions surrounding this stock in the last 6 to 8 weeks, and there were valid questions. It has been price which has driven investors back towards this stock, and now it's going to be encaptured in more momentum funds.